Hello everyone, and welcome back to another collector's review. I'm Paul, this is Rangers Ready Go, and I just did another collector's review a couple of days ago. It was the Morpher and Battleizer from Power Rangers in Space, or Denji Sentai Magiranger. Today I've got another Morpher review for you. It's a Morpher of a singular Ranger, from an older series. We're going all the way back to Mystic Force, or Mahou Sentai Magiranger. This one was kind of a favorite of mine. I'd like to do a cosplay of this Ranger. However, it's such a complex Ranger. It would be so expensive, not only to make the parts that I can make, but obviously to commission all the other accessories, helmet, boots, armor, things like that, to finish it out. And basically it's just going to be an expensive cosplay, so it's going to have to wait a little while before I can actually get that cosplay. But it's the Morpher of Magishine, or Solaris Knight, as he's called here in America for Power Rangers Mystic Force. Again, I like the name Magishine a little bit better, because if you watch Magiranger, it makes a whole hell of a lot more sense. But this is the magic grip phone, or Mahou Cellular, as it's also called. It's a cell phone with a hole punch. Never seen that before. And you want to know what's crazy? The hole punch actually works. It's absolutely amazing. I mean, it's paper. It works, and it stores all of the hole punch, the pieces that you punched, in this little tray right here. See? There it is, right there. It's in there. I mean, absolutely amazing. So you could have this on your desk, in your office at work, wherever you work, and you could use this as a hole punch, or as just a regular hole punch, all the time. Absolutely unbelievable. Look at that. It's a toy from Japan, mind you, but again, Japan has the right idea. They know exactly what they're doing with these things. Obviously, the reason for the hole punching feature is because Magishine, or Solaris Knight, in Mahou Sentai Magiranger, he uses these, which are magic tickets. Obviously, when he morphs, he hits the sequence on here, and he's able to actually morph after he enters the sequence and punches the card, holds the card up to the sun, and he morphs. As simple as that. A lot of people would say, oh, well, that's a little bit complicated. No, it's actually really not. Watch the series. You'll know exactly what I mean. But the on switch is on the back. Makes a nice little sound indicating that it's on. And the lights and everything still work. And there are lots of different sounds to this, believe it or not. Let me go ahead and first dig out... we'll go ahead and dig out a magic ticket I've already punched a hole in, obviously, once before, just because I was playing around and I was just wanting to be funny, I guess. But yeah, these are the magic tickets that he holds to morph. Now, if you hit the different buttons, number buttons on the cell phone part of the Morpher, and then squeeze the hole punch trigger, it'll give you a different sound right off the bat. So this is the default for punching. Number 1. Number 2. And it gives like the sound of like a train signal, like a railroad crossing. Because believe it or not, Solaris Knight, or Magishine from Mahou Sentai Magiranger, he's a train-based ranger, which again, they didn't really make much reference to in Mystic Force, because for some reason Saban's got a thing against trains. I don't get it. Even Lightspeed Rescue, an even older series, which was Go-Go 5 in Japan, they were basically train rangers. They had trains as Zords. Their Megazord formed in, basically looked like a giant giant diesel train robot. Same with Solaris Knight or Magishine. You hear a train whistle when he morphs. That's totally fine. His Zord is a big steam engine, a big golden steam engine. And when in Megazord form, it looks like a giant train robot. It's awesome. And here recently, they did Resha Sentai Tokyuger in Japan. Well, I wouldn't say recently. It was back in 2013, 2014 that it ran. But Saban skipped it. Again, it's like he's got some kind of problem with Power Rangers having something to do with trains. I don't get it. What's the difference? Trains are big. Trains are cool. They're loud. They're powerful. It's kind of intimidating. Why not use it? But in any case, we are up to 3. Almost sounds like a phone ringing. Number 5. And right there you hear a frog croak. Only because anyone who's seen either Magiranger or Mystic Force know that Magishine or Solaris Knight, he was cursed to be trapped in the body of a frog, and that whole princess has to kiss the frog to turn him into a prince, that kind of thing. A little cliched, I know, but still made for a really good story arc in the show, involving Magi Blue, the Blue Ranger from the series, where she had to kiss the frog. She didn't like frogs at first, but then when she kissed the frog, it turned into a prince, or a knight, if you will, in this situation, for Mystic Force anyhow. But number 5, sounds like a doorbell, no idea why. Number 6, that one always kind of got me. It sounds like you're honking a clown's nose. So I try to stay away from number 6 on that one. Number 7, it sounds like a cat. And again, the reason why it sounds like a cat, any one of you know, the magical genie cat, Smokey, which I do believe is his name in both the Japanese version and the American version. His name is Smokey. He's a genie cat, and when you first see him, yeah, he meows. But then he's got the magical ability to grow into a full-size cat person genie thing, and yeah, it's a little bit freaky, it's a little bit unnerving, and he talks, but when you first see him, he just a little meow. It's kind of cute. Number 8, again, another strange sound, sounding like you're honking a clown's nose. Not all of these sounds will make sense to you. They don't even all make sense to me. Number 9, yeah, I do believe that's supposed to be the little plant from the series, from the show. It's supposed to be laughing. No, I have no idea why. And 0 is the default punch sound. There are 3 more buttons up at the top. One is just a simple phone ringing sound. The other, you hit it once, and that's all it does. But the important part here, the very top button where you see the M for Magiranger / Mystic Force, that is the button you press when you want to morph, obviously. And that's the whole point of this toy, obviously. It's the Morpher, so you want to be able to morph. So you want to be able to hold the ticket with the arrow right here. Make sure your fingers are just like so on it. You want to hit the M, and you'll hear a sound. It escalates. It doesn't last forever. So as that sound is going, if you wait too late, it won't make the actual morphing sound. I'll give an example. I'll wait till just after it's over. And it does nothing. Just goes back to the default punch sound. But if you hit it while it's actually making its sound, See, you hear that train whistle, that was the morphing sequence. But obviously, it wouldn't work by itself. He would need to punch his magic ticket. So we hit the button, hold it, insert, punch. And he holds it up, and he morphs. It's as simple as that, guys. It's a really, really unique little morpher. Really, really unique little toy. And yeah, I punched the ticket again. This is the only problem, though, with this toy, is the magic tickets, when you first get the toy, it only comes with a certain amount of these. I think it comes with, I think like five spares. So you obviously have to really choose whether or not you actually want to punch this or not, because eventually you get to punching too many holes in these cards, the integrity of them start to basically degrade. They don't last very long. So you punch too many holes in it, and it'll become flimsy, and you'll bend it, you'll rip it, you'll tear it, and it'll become useless, obviously. My recommendation is if you want to use a morpher such as this for cosplay or any purposes, I would get yourself a copier and printer, and just go ahead and just scan, copy, and print a bunch of these. Cut them out with whatever paper you want to use. Obviously, like photo paper would be good. It'd be about the same integrity. And just use those over and over again to punch. And that way you're not actually ruining your original mint cards, such as I did this one. But again, I've got 5 spares, and I have printed out some more spares that I will be using for cosplay purposes. But again, it's pretty simple. That's pretty much all it is, guys. Just a simple little cell phone morpher. And funny little fact is that this was only the, when it comes to Magiranger, was the first series, no, pardon me, Wild Force was the first series to have where all the Rangers had flip phone or cell phone morphers. The very first Ranger ever to use a phone as a morpher was Mega Silver, or the Silver Power Rangers in Space Ranger. But this was definitely unique in the fact that it was a phone and a magic punch, like a hole punch, for like a train conductor would punch your ticket before letting you on the train back in the olden days. So again, very, very fun, very, very unique, and it does come with different kinds of cards, obviously. They'll say different things. There's let me just go ahead and take all these out here real quick for you. Obviously, you got change and travel lion, which is strange. It's this train, which is also supposed to be a lion, I guess, like a lion train. Then there's just these strange blue ones as well, which are also just spares. But there's quite a few cards in here as of right now. But I don't take them out of their protective sleeves often because I want to keep them mint. But again, guys, that is the Magic Grip Phone, or Mahou can't even talk right now. Mahou Cellular from Mahou Sentai Magiranger, or Power Rangers Mystic Force, the morpher of Magishine / Solaris Knight. So tell me what you think, guys. You think this is worth it? I picked this up on eBay. I've had this for a good couple of years now. I got it on eBay. I believe I want to say I spent about $50. $50 flat for the Japanese version, brand new, mint in box with everything included. Even though it only includes this and the cards, but again, the American version I was not going to purchase because it was bad, very, very bad. Didn't have nearly as many functions. It literally weighed like nothing. My son had gotten the American version from a thrift store, just as something to play with for a car trip, and when I picked it up and looked at it one time, it literally weighed nothing. Like, it had just like maybe one watch battery in it, and it only made 2 sounds. and the punch didn't even work. Well, this one actually does. This one is actually a flippin' hole punch, and that's still the most the strangest thing to me is that it's an actual hole punch. So if you love Power Rangers and you love collecting these things, and you've got a desk job, go ahead and get one just for your desk to sit it on there, and someone can, it'd be a nice little conversation piece asking you. I was like, oh, okay, you know, your coworker comes up to you, can I borrow a hole punch? And he's like, yeah, go ahead, here, right here. It'd be like, this is a Morpher. What the hell, you idiot? I wanted a hole punch, not a Morpher. And they're like, oh, it is a hole punch. Check it out. And it's a great thing to talk about. I think it's really, really funny, really, really cute, really, really inventive. So, got a lot more stuff to show you here, guys. So I want you all to stay tuned. After this should be another episode of Power Ranger Ninja Steel for me to review, and then after that, more collector's reviews. I'm going to try to get out the schedule as stands is Power Rangers Ninja Steel episode review on Saturday or Sunday, depending on when I can get it up, and then in the middle of the week we're going to look at Tuesdays and Wednesdays for a collector's review. At least 1 to 2 collector's reviews every Tuesday and or Thursday. So keep just keep that in mind, guys. The more views, likes, and shares that I get, the better. The better it looks for everybody involved. I'm trying to make this channel as big as possible. I'm trying to get myself out there more, and you guys are the ones that can do it for me. So again, please like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. You know the deal. Rangers ready